talking about the Amish population, their values and beliefs. Basic history of the Amish. They were Dutch immigrants who believed in baptism, but over in Europe they didn't accept baptism as well, as much as Christianity. So they immigrated to mostly in central Pennsylvania and northeast Ohio, where about 200,000 are currently located. There are two types of churches and the beliefs that they base their lives off of. One is the High Church, which is more of the liberal ideas, and the next is the Low Church, which is more conservative. There's four religious divisions within the churches. One is the New Order, which is the mostly technology. They have lenient beliefs, and they they dress a little bit better than the other divisions. The next is the Old Order, which everyone thinks of when you hear of Amish, which is the more strict, no phones, no technology. And the other one is Andy Weaver. He founded this division, and it's more of the heavily family type, which is sit down, dinner, church, just up there. Those are their lives. And the last one is Schwarzentrooper, which is the kind of the dead division of the Amish, where there's no plumbing, there's nothing, there's no phones, no communication with the outside world, which is, I guess, tough. A lot of people have a lot of stereotypes with the Amish, and they don't think they party, they don't think they go out, but mainly that's what churches believe in, is when there's Amish youth and Amish teens, until they're about 16 or 17, they actually are allowed to go out and allowed to go party and whatnot, and that's because of the beliefs of baptism. They don't have the similar baptism laws and beliefs that I guess you could say the South have. They don't believe in youth baptism, which is when you're born, right, you're baptized after. You're actually baptized in your late teens and early 20s, and that's why you see shows and stuff of the youth going out and partying and clubbing it up. Next point is family life. So you might wonder why, or what the Amish do, since they don't go out and party once they become baptized. The men take care of the family, basically. They're working outdoors, they're farming, and the sons in the family follow the men's path. The women are mostly cleaning and cooking, and they stitch a little bit, and the daughters follow their path. Church service is mandatory within all Amish communities. It's done twice daily, and you can do the prayer at home, within the community, or at church. You might wonder that how do the Amish stay secure? And basically, they don't have any security. They don't have any police department, fire department, anything like regular Americans. They don't have to pay as many taxes as regular Americans. They don't have Social Security. They don't have all that. So they're basically a knit community that found themselves off of each other's work and everything. In 2006, there was a school massacre where a man who actually collected milk from the community and sold it in stores. He actually went into a school and he killed 5 women. They were between 11 and 15, and there were 5 others who were all shot in the head, but they didn't die. And that same day, the parents of the victims went to the home of the guy who killed and talked to his wife and children and said that they would forgive them the same day that they died. And I thought that was interesting because the same day, if you're family member died, and you would go to the suspect's home, and you would like give sympathy for him is pretty big. And actually, the community raised $4.3 million for a new schoolhouse to be built because they tore the one that was down. But they actually gave the $4.3 million to the guy's family, the guy who killed him. They didn't, and they raised their own money and they built their own school. They didn't accept any money from anyone else. Final point is education. You would think that with them not being associated with the rest of society that they're not educated, but actually they are. They only go to about 8th grade in regular terms, and schooling's done at home and at school. But it's not as important as school we are in now. At home, it's mostly how to clean, how to cook, how to knit, and the religious beliefs with the Bible and reading the Bible. And then at school, it's basic arithmetic, English, writing, geography, penmanship, and history. So school basically ends when they're baptized. So when they become, when they go to about 8th or 9th grade, when they're about 14, they decide whether to become baptized or not. The ones that don't become baptized leave and are shunned from coming back to the community, and basically the community doesn't like them because they don't believe in leaving their family behind. The differences between the locations at the schools is basically school. The schoolhouse is kind of a church setup, and it's a lot more critical thinking and a lot more working together as a group. They don't like working alone. And the churches and schoolhouses are financed by the goods that the Amish sell. So when you hear of Amish markets, that's how they purchase all the new wood, everything that they're building. So basically, you guys are helping them live. So they do grow. All the food that they do grow is they eat, but basic supplies that they need, you guys pay for them. So you might think when you of Amish as different from Americans, but they have the same beliefs, they have the same values that we have as in family.